Back, Tri-State Sports guys. Stay tuned. In a couple segments, Mike will make his Norwalk high pick, as will Tony apparently. I can't even imagine what that's going to be.
We'll get Mike T too.
Yeah, take it away, Tony.
All right, let's say what. Here we go. We're gonna go right in order. I'm not gonna jump around this week. Andy Reid on the fire Andy chants the other day at the game, after the game, or during the game. I didn't hear them, but the way we played, I can understand.
I mean, I don't know that he should be getting fired because you always got to say who are you going to replace him with, and he has had a lot of success. But I mean, it's just been one of those utter failures over there. I can understand if you're a Philly fan. You have the Phillies.
Coop, shout out to Coop.
Shout out to Coop.
Phillies.
Maybe Villanova will save him.
Why is it shocking that Coop likes the Phillies? The favorite to win the World Series.
The Phillies collapse, and you have the Dream Team Eagles, and they cannot win a game. And like an idiot, I bet on them every week because I think they're gonna win.
They stink.
They don't win games.
But do you honestly believe someone doesn't hear those people chanting?
No.
Honestly.
No way, dude.
Tony, do you honestly believe that?
No.
How can you not? There's so many people.
He's fat. He is fat, dude.
There's just a lot of people. How can you not hear?
I don't know. Rudy heard it when they were saying his
exactly.
name.
You think Andy Reid keeps his job at the end of the year?
No.
No?
I think he does, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he does.
I
hope
so. How about Jabba Chamberlain says his rehab is on track after Tommy John surgery. What do you think? You think he comes back halfway decent?
I think he'll come back I think he'll come back good, but I don't think it's gonna be till like June.
He hasn't been good since 2009.
All right.
I mean, it's funny, but it's. I said it's true.
Yeah. I mean he's not that good either. No, I know. He has
He
glimpses
hasn't been good since
again.
the midges.
Yeah, the midgets took a lot of life out of him out in Cleveland.
How about Stevie Johnson on his celebration?
Oh my goodness.
I was just having fun, and part of having fun ended up being a penalty and a touchdown for the Jets. It was a stupid decision by myself. Should be by me.
Yeah. First of all,
And the other one that I showed Tony, that Tony was so angry he refused to put it and say what was him saying. I didn't drop that pass. It was a miscommunication. What was the miscommunication?
oh, I didn't see that. That's exactly.
I was too
said
stupid
Tony,
to even read.
He said it was
Really is.
miscommunication.
That couldn't be real.
What was
Yes.
miscommunication?
He definitely said
the quarterback thought you were catching it and you didn't.
This is the guy, when I started watching the game with my dad, he goes, wasn't there a guy in the Bills that blamed Jesus Christ last year? And I said, this is the dude. So the whole game, he was playing well, and he's like, this is the guy. I like this guy. I like this guy. My dad's a Jet fan. He's like, I like this guy because he blamed Jesus Christ.
He said the
And
only.
then he dropped the ball. Jesus was laughing.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
It was a touchdown. No, it was a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, he would have to catch that ball and make one move, and he would.
It was a big play either way. At worst, it was a very big play.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about the
10.
grace that the Jets got. Most of them surrounded Stevie Johnson.
What the hell's wrong with him? And in the end zone, he dropped another ball.
Yeah.
Guy. How about? I saw a report today. 100% certain that Pujols is staying with the Cardinals. You guys think that's true?
100%?
Yeah, I saw that today. I mean,
I thought I would have been shocked if he left the Cardinals,
Yeah.
especially when you
When
saw.
the Rooster retired, I started to think twice, though.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think he knows his place in history, and I think
Yeah, that's fair.
he's one of those guys that, he's gonna have a statue over in St. Louis. I think when I saw the offer that, and I think they made it public, even knowing they were never gonna get it. I think it was 9 years,
225.
225 million from the Marlins.
Yep.
When you look at the teams that are gonna go after him, because you want to go playing for the Cubs, who stink every year. If you're, I would have, endorsement wise, in my mind, I'm thinking he becomes the face of this franchise, which makes him the face of the game.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him bouncing around. He'll turn into an A-Rod who everybody hates because he moved. He'll turn into a LeBron or something,
All right, how about North Turner on playing scared at the end of the game against the Broncos the other day? I don't look at it in terms of playing scared. I was more concerned about Phillip taking a big hit. I think we did the right thing. No one threw in the towel. We were sitting there, and Phillip Rivers was having a tough time getting into the end zone. That was number one. Number two, I don't think we would have protected him enough to get the playoff.
he's horrible.
He is bad.
North Turner. I'm surprised he hasn't been fired.
That is
North Turner, we're going to get into our 5 and 10 about some coaches that we think are going to not make it. He's number one on my list. When Rex Ryan made it, it was a pretty dick comment for Rex Ryan to say, if I could coach on this team, I would have a bunch of rings. But he took over a team that was very good under Schottenheimer, and everybody wanted to fire Schottenheimer. And even right then, I'm like, they fired Marty Schottenheimer just because they say he doesn't win in a big game. He gets them there every year. North Turner takes over, and they're so much worse than they were when they were with Marty Schottenheimer. I mean, they're terrible. Tell me when he's done.
People talk about North Turner being a tremendous offensive coordinator. That's why Aikman loves him. He had Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin.
Yeah,
and
Jay Novacek. Yeah. And the best offensive line
and
in
an
the history.
offensive line with 5 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
I'll coordinate that team.
Exactly.
I got a report today that says no way the Yankees signed C.J. Wilson. You guys think they need to get him?
I think they need a pitcher, not C.J. Wilson. He's awful.
Yeah, but
He would get killed in New York.
he was a guy that we said early on. I think he would be.
I mean, I think that
He would be in the Jared Wrights, the Carl Pavanos. He would be one of those.
I do have a feeling, and I wrote an article that I do have a feeling that they will try and sign him. Now they're playing coy right now because he asked for $100 million or something, which is insane. But
Ollie Perez.
they're going to have to go for somebody at some point.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, who are they going to go after?
Maybe it's him, but not for $100 million.
Yeah.
He won't be good though.
What about Burley?
I think he would be good. I don't know if they're going to get him.
I think Burley would be a better fit because you want just a veteran
If I were
guy.
Burley, I wouldn't want to play there.
You don't think
Too
so?
many good teams in the AL East.
Yeah, I
I'd rather
guess.
go to the Marlins.
And Burley's a weird pitcher. I mean, he's an average. You look at his stats; he's average in
That's
the
what I'm
fours,
saying.
but then he has 2 no-hitters.
Anything's possible.
How about Tony Dungy on Ndamukong Suh? I really have to fault, actually the Lions and Ndamukong Suh. I really have to fault the Detroit organization. I think they could have stopped this.
I sat and defended Ndamukong Suh on the show. We've talked about him, but I mean, he's just out of control at this point.
How does the organization stop that though? We can't stop the guy from acting like an idiot.
Yeah, I know. You can't stop the guy. What's the guy coach going to run out? The guy stepped on a guy's face.
You
After
remember-
he pushed him in the
You
helmet.
remember they
before.
drafted Nick Fairley and they were worried that he had problems.
Yeah.
And
He had a temper.
Sue coming out was the guy that was the perfect guy. He was the perfect gentleman. He had a good, great point average at Nebraska. He was good. He was not going to be a problem child. And he is the biggest jerk in the league. And it's gotten to be like, I don't mind trash talking. I didn't mind when Matt Ryan got hurt and he was yelling at him or whatever. But you start kicking somebody, you're just hurting your team.
He's Albert Hainsworth.
Right.
I said it. Yeah, I said it.
And you can see that starting to spiral out of control. I mean, it's gotten to the point where, it's been just a repeated pattern. It's not just even Albert Hainsworth when he did that. What did he do? He stepped on a guy's face.
He stepped on the guy's face.
Yeah, he stepped on a guy's face. He did that now.
But at least he admitted it. Sue denied it. Sue denied it
Yeah.
the next day.
Which is a BS.
And they
move, but
apologized on Facebook.
But I
Real
mean,
man.
we talked about the lines. You want to talk about how the lines could stop it, and I said maybe that's part of their identity, but it's gotten out of control
Yeah,
even in the last few weeks. It's got to be a joke. They're making, and they're not winning games. It's got to be they're.
Yep.
It's almost like a mockery to themselves.
You're right.
How about Jake Delhomme to the Texans? Good fit or what?
If you want a guy to throw more picks.
I mean,
Who else they gonna put in there?
I'm genuinely, and I know you're gonna. I'm genuinely. Me and Moose talked about Matt Leinart, whether we thought he was going to be successful. I'm disappointed that we're not going to get to see if he would have been successful.
He'll
Because
never
I
do
think-
anything.
And he never is
He's
going to be.
gonna
This
scout.
was his one shot, but
And he was having a good game.
But he was having a good game, right? He was 10 of 13, right, with a touchdown, and he's one of those guys that would have been I would have felt good for him because he wasn't a jerk. Everybody talked about him being this Hollywood guy, but he wasn't a jerk. He wasn't like Ryan Leaf or anything like that. Nobody ever said he was a bad guy.
Mhm.
He just wasn't really prepared to play in the pros, and so now he had his shot. I kind of feel bad for him. I was looking forward to that, and I was looking forward to the Texans. They could have been the team to beat in the AFC because there's not a team in the AFC that's going to take over.
Yeah, this was the year
Jake Delhomme isn't afraid to throw balls, so if he can get the ball Andre Johnson, he'll be all right.
I will tell you, he's better
crazy
than
though.
Kellen Clemens,
Yeah.
who they signed.
No, that other guy too.
Well,
Yates
Yates
or whatever the
is
hell's
there.
name is.
I think
TJ
that's who they're gonna
Yates.
start this weekend too. I don't know.
They
I
said
don't know
Yates
how
is
it's gonna
starting.
last,
He's a rookie.
We'll give
They
you
got their
Carson
backups.
Actually, no, we got a playoff run. The Raiders got to worry about a playoff run.
How about
When is Jamarcus Russell going to get signed?
7-4, brother. 7-4.
How about your boys, the Nets? Mike, Nets trying to make a big offer. Dwight Howard. They want to give up Brooke Lopez and 2 future first-round picks.
Do it.
It's like a no-brainer, right?
100% do it. I
He
mean,
won't come here. There's no way he comes here.
why not? Darren Williams coming to Brooklyn.
I would love for him to. I just don't think he will.
They said while we're talking about the Nets, I heard today. They talked about whether Darren Williams is going to sign with them again and all. And I guess the new collective bargaining agreement, the Nets could offer him 5 years, $100 million because he's with that team. Any other team max they could offer is 4 years, $74 million because they really wanted to push to keep guys in the same. So they're not even close anymore. I mean, there's no way he could make an excuse to not re-sign with the Nets. How could you give up $26 million? And then you get him, and then that's how you go out.
Nobody said these guys are smart.
No, they're not bright, but they can get you sign him, you get Dwight Howard in the NBA, you can turn things around like that.
Maybe
Look
we
at
get Chris
Oklahoma
Humphries
City.
back.
Maybe one time they get a good draft pick. They wouldn't give him away because they're never going to draft anybody good. Anyway, let's just draft Josh Boone again.
From UConn.
What about Boston trying to trade Rondo for Chris Paul?
I saw that.
Chris Paul said he won't.
He won't do it. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith. I was listening on the way over
So he
here.
won't go to the Celtics?
He won't go to the Celtics.
I think he realizes they're so old.
He wants to come to New York. He wants to come to New York so bad. But, you know, I like Rajon Rondo.
I think Rondo's overrated. I think on another team he'd be awful.
You think so? I think he's good for
I think he gotta make
he's a-
shots.
He's a
Gotta make
he's a
shots.
true
I heard a couple
point.
people say that on another team that he would be terrible.
You know what? Jason Kidd spent his whole career not making shots.
He's not Jason. Well,
But I'm just
he's
saying.
not Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd didn't come out as a rookie and just dominate.
He was good.
He was good, but it took him a while to really become the field general that he became. And he wound up teaching himself. I mean, he's still an ugly looking shot, but he was trying to make some shots. I'd love to have Rajon Rondo on my team.
We'll see.
How about Rex Ryan on Sanchez? We were talking about this today. Marquez, very similar leadership traits to Steve McNair.
Look at that. You know who Steve McNair is, right?
Familiar
He's the
with
guy.
him.
He's the guy who never won a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and he cheated on his wife, and then got shot by his lover.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the Aaron
So,
McNair story. Yeah.
So what a great leader he was. Never won a Super Bowl or anything.
That is,
Had a couple
heard
great
that.
runs in the fourth
Did that
quarter.
happen today when I was airborne?
I don't know what Tony
Yeah,
did
it was
with
today. Press conference.
Why would he pick?
Because he must have, because he was on the Ravens when Rex was a coordinator.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yes.
When he was a leader for Kyle Bowler. When he took him under his wing.
I mean, it just makes no sense out of all the guys.
man.
Why would you pick McNair?
Why would you pick Steve McNair? I don't
Because he saw what he did to Kyle Bowler. He made him such a great quarterback.
Kyle Bowler, yeah.
Yeah, you know, those great Raven offenses. That's more Rex Ryan. That should have been in his book. It's a shame he already published it.
Yeah, he
Maybe that'll go in his second book.
It'll go in the afterword.
Wait, Tom.
That's all I got. That's all I got. I'm done.
Let's go top 10 next. What do you think?
Let's do it. Should we make our Norwalk picks now? That way we have some time?
15-14. Coach Ireland goes for 2. Doesn't want to go to overtime. Tomar Joseph right up the gut. Throws the ball to duty, suspended next game. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. Now, I don't know. Go ahead, Tom. You give us your pick.
Don't give us your pick.
35-7, Xavier. 35-7.
I'm surprised you gave Norwalk 7, to be
He
honest.
couldn't
35-7.
wait. That whole time he was
Could
reading.
not wait.
He
Mike
couldn't
T,
wait.
you gotta
35-7.
Yeah, there's a good chance this game gets really out of hand.
And at least they'll play the seniors. The seniors will get played. Mike T, you got a pick?
25-20 Norwalk.
I'm going to say this.
Boom!
If you're ever going to go for 2, is there anyone else you want to give the ball to than 32?
You think...
Who saw Tomar?
Tomar saw... Dude, it was
In
the second
Danbury.
quarter up in Danbury. Said, this is my
I
guy.
said, that's my favorite player.
Do you think... I've never seen any player from his age. You think they got anybody on that team that's going to tackle him coming through the hole, knowing the game's on the line? Not a shot. He'll be tweeting before he gets out of the end
Now,
zone.
I'll say, if it's close, Norwalk's going to win the game, but, I mean, Tony clearly is taking the other side.
Who have they played up in Middletown?
They're busting around.
They haven't played
tipping over.
They haven't played Trinity Catholic and Fairfield Ludlow.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't play West Hill where Mike threw 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
In 97,
no, seriously though.
97 or something
Do you
like that.
think Xavier's watching my game tape? Saying they run the watch
I
the
think
curling
so.
up,
I think so.
watch the curling up because West Hill couldn't stop it in
I would think
'97.
so.
You think you have to? I don't know how far back their game tape goes. We'll have the coach on.
I'm not getting off the Norwalk bandwagon.
I'm sure
I've
he's
been on it all
familiar.
year. At this point, I'm with them. Ride or die, you know?
That's it.
We come back, we're going to do the top 10. I'm looking forward to it. This is actually in honor of Coach Ireland. It was his idea.
It was his
Well, this
idea.
is
Yeah.
Coach
On the
Ireland's
lost
special.
tapes of last week.
Yeah. We were looking for AJ Albano's top 10. I guess, you know. That's
Who's there waiting on
he's
that
his
one?
way, yeah.
Yep.
I think
We'll do a top 3 in honor of how many wins he had.
I think McMahon just did another 3 now. We'll be back with a try to